welcome to this tutorial on multiplying binary numbers. I'm going to take you through two examples of multiplying binary bit patterns together. The first example I've got over here. I've also got the rules of multiplying binary numbers together here. So we're going to be using these to multiply these two bit patterns together. So first of all, I'm going to write this out like a column multiplication. And then we multiply them in the same way that you would do a decimal column multiplication. So we start with this bit here and multiply it by this bit. And if we look at our rules, that's going to give us a 0. We then multiply this bit by the rest of the bits in the top bit pattern. So 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. And 0 times 0 is 0. We then move on to this bit and multiply, do the same and multiply it by each of the bits in the top bit pattern. But we start from this place here. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. And then we fill in with a 0 there. We then do the same for this bit, so 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 0 is 0. We then fill in with 2 zeros here. We then do the same for the 0, but because it's 0, all of these are going to be 0, so I can just fill in with zeros at the bottom here. What I then need to do to get my final answer is add this section of the column together. So what I do is use my rules for binary addition. So this column is going to be 0. This column is going to be 1 because I've got 1 in that column. And these next 3 columns are all going to be 1. The last 2 are 0. So if we go back to our starting numbers then, this number in decimal was 5, because we've got a 4 and a 1 here. And this number is 6, because we've got a 4 and a 2. So the answer that we're expecting is 5 times 6, which should give 30. And if we look at our answer here, and convert this bit pattern here to decimal, we've got 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2, which gives the answer 30. I'm now going to go through another example of binary multiplication with these 2 bit patterns. So we write the 2 bit patterns out in a column again. And then we're going to just use our rules of binary multiplication to do the multiplication in the same way as we did before. So 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 0 is 0. Then we move on to this bit. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 0 is 0. Fill in with a 0. And because these 2 bits are 0 here, we know that if we multiply them by the top, all of the resulting bits are going to be zeros. So we can just fill in with zeros. We're going to need to add this part of the column together. So we're going to add this column together, and that's 1. And add this column together, and that's a 0 and carry the 1. Add this column together, and that's and that's 1 plus 1 plus 1, so that's 1 carry the 1. And add this column together, and that's 0 carry the 1. And add this column together, and that's 1. And then the other columns are just 0. So if we again look at our starting bit patterns, then up here we had 4 plus 2 plus 1, and that would give us 7. And here we had 2 plus 1, so it will give us 3. So the answer we're expecting then is 7 times 3, which is 21. And if you convert the bit pattern we got, this bit pattern here, into decimal, we got 16 plus 4 plus 1, which equals 21. So we can see we've done our binary multiplication correctly. Okay, that brings us to the end of this tutorial video. Thanks for watching.